All right, guys, we have a major development. Apparently, the left has just gotten the memo that they lost and they're losing their collective minds. There's a new deal apparently that has been reached. It's been leaking out over the last hour. And the responses from the far left on X are nothing short of immaculate. You're going to love every second of this. Send this one out, guys, and make sure you catch our live stream tonight, which is going to be after the vote that they're going to do on this, because that is going to be incredibly fun. 9 p.m. Eastern time. I'll see you there. Let's dive right in. I'm not going to bury the lead. This is the midday snack. Okay, here's the thing. This is what's happening right now. You know how I told you this morning we were getting kind of the point where I was like, I don't know. And everything we've been talking about has kind of been culminating to this weekend. I'm not Nostradamus. I cannot tell you the future. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I can tell you the left is losing their collective minds. All right, let's get in here. The Senate is set to vote on a bipartisan deal to end the government shutdown. Parts of the agreement include funding the government through January, guaranteed back pay for federal workers, sets a December vote on the Obama tax credits, that's important, backed by at least 10 Democrats crossing the aisle. So remember how we've been talking about the Democrats crossing the aisle, and there's a bunch of moderates who are up for election and they really don't want to get smoked because the far left drags them over the coals? That's them. All right, watch, guys. We're going to keep on going. I'm going to do this fast. It's going to be amazing. And setting this up for our live stream tonight. News. This is from, I can't say his last name, Stephen Newcomb. Let's just say that. A deal in the Senate to end the government shutdown is within reach. Multiple sources from both sides told Axios. At least 10 Dems are likely to support a procedural vote on a package of funding bills and a CR, sources said. It would be in exchange, this is important, for a vote on ACA or Obama tax credits in December and some language in regarding the RIFs. More on that later. They're going to vote on this potentially today to basically say, we aren't going to get what we asked for at all. Remember how I told you in the earlier negotiations, he who speaks first loses? They set the baseline negotiation point at, we want all the Obamacare subsidies for a full year. Now they're signing a deal that says, it's not going to work. And the left, oh my God, get ready. This is Manu Raju from CNN also confirming, new in a major breakthrough, key Senate Democrats signaling a willingness to vote to reopen the government, per sources, assuming they get provisions to reinstate fired federal workers. Emerging deal would not include extension of ACA subsidies, but would guarantee a vote in the Senate on the issue. Yeah, I'm going to show you a few things tonight that are going to make you laugh about that one, because we already covered the clip with Hakeem Jeffries. They basically said, we're not doing anything on a promise, and then they turned around and did something on a promise. At least that's what they're saying. The vote hasn't happened yet. It's supposed to happen tonight. And now, cue the far left freak out, because if this doesn't make you smile, I don't know what does. Check your pulse, you might be dead. All right. A promise for a vote on Obamacare subsidies in December. Why? What's the difference between now and December? Put it in the bill now, and if they don't, every Dem needs to vote no. Now, secular talk, Kyle Kulinski is a very far left personality. Here's Don Winslow. These are all on X accounts. Dear Schumer and Jeffries, it's impossible to imagine the Democrats would fall for something as utterly ridiculous as a promise from Republicans to revisit this in December. You have to keep your members together. You have to stop them from caving again to Trump. Oh my goodness gracious. All these tabs, we're going to have so much fun. Same guy. Any Democrat thinking of breaking ranks and caving to Trump, just to know I will make you famous. There is no betraying your country in the shadows. There are no side deals in the darkness. Oh my God, they are angry. Crying Chuck is weak. Left account. Protect Kamala Harris. This was nonstop propaganda from the Democrats and the Kamala Harris campaign during the election. Democrats are moving towards voting to reopen the federal government. They have no agreement with the GOP to extend the Obamacare subsidies and stop premiums from skyrocketing for 24 million Americans. Retweet to demand that Chuck Schumer fight for the Affordable Care Act. They see the writing on the wall and they are freaking out. Here's another far lefty. A promise of a vote on health care is nothing. Yeah, this morning they were crowing because Hakeem Jeffries said they weren't going to do that. This appears to be a complete cave from Senate Democrats. That's a leftist account. How about this next one? Daniel Goldman. This is a congressman, Democrat. A future vote on the Obamacare tax credits is not enough. The American people about to lose their health care need results, not votes. Again, guys, they are lining up. The fallout on this is going to be delicious. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries just this morning on if the House Dems would be happy with the promise on a future vote of the Obamacare subsidies. Quote, I don't think that the House Democratic Caucus is prepared to support a promise, a wing, and a prayer from folks who have been devastating the health care of American people for years. He posted that in response to the fact that Dems are making a deal in the Senate. Guys, this is like, it hasn't happened yet, but this is the deal they're leaking. Democrats are caving, weak and pathetic. Same thing, Kyle. No Democrat should vote for a bill that doesn't have full Obamacare subsidies. If you do, you're signing off on the healthcare premiums, doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down for Americans. It's a total betrayal. Guys, they are losing their minds. Joe Walsh, at this point, it's utterly bonkers that any Democrat would trust any Republican to negotiate in good faith. Don Winslow again. Democrats. 11 or more Democrats are reportedly breaking ranks and preparing to vote for Trump and against their own party and country. They are getting nothing in return. Zero gain on the Obamacare subsidies. They are giving everything up for nothing. And by the way, as an editor's note, they need 5. They don't need 11. They need 5. This is really looking bad for the far lefties because I swear to you, the moderate Dems are just, they're attempting to take the wheel back. Chris Mowry, this is a little pipsqueak from the left. This is one of the new Democrats, one of the boy wonders that don't have any testosterone. If Democrats fold to Republicans after 40 days, the longest shutdown ever, and all they get is a promise to vote on Obamacare subsidies, it'll be so disappointing. What's the point? You trust Trump and Republicans to give you things later? We have so much momentum too. Why? And Winter, this is a very left account. What the F, Democrats? We just won major elections last week, and this is how Senate Democrats thank the voters. And finally, there are 11, maybe more Senate Dems who have been eager for an off-ramp. Y'all, this is just what's happening from their responses. Again, I've already told you the rough outline. The big underlying theme is there are no Obamacare subsidies as Chuck Schumer demanded. He who speaks in a negotiation first loses. Chuck Schumer spoke 2 days ago. Now, they've got a deal with 10 or 11 Democrats balking away and breaking party lines to open the government with no Obamacare subsidies whatsoever. A promise to talk about it in December, and then funding the government and the federal back pay. Y'all, the meltdown is about to be so real, and I hope you guys are here tonight for it. And if I hope that if it happens, we're going to catch it live, because we are going to have so much fun, probably revisiting a lot of these and just blasting this, because the off-ramp is here, and that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. Of course, tune in for the live stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, because that is going to be a freaking party. I am so amped for that. And, yeah. I'm going to get out of here, start prepping that, watching this, and getting some details. See you then.